Okay.
It's stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, please.
Susan, roll call, Mr. Mack and Mr.
Goldberg.
Are missing this evening.
Okay. But the approval of the minutes from March 31st. Is there any corrections or additions or deletions?
I move we approve the minutes.
March 31st.
Yeah, March
Second.
31st.
Any discussion? No?
Ted,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes. And then the meeting minutes from, special board meeting minutes dated April 8th, 2014. And changes, deletions, or additions.
Approved. Second.
Any discussion? Okay,
Kevin,
Yes.
Ted,
Yes.
Mike.
yes. Okay, any public commentary this time? No, we're gonna close public commentary then. Reports, road commissioner.
We're replacing some culverts, patching's ongoing. Yes, the roads are falling apart late this year. We started last week doing some stuff and we pulled off again because we're doing more damage and we're doing good. The roads are that soft yet, unbelievable. If we could, we'd like to turn frost law for another 15 days, but we can't do it, so now the trucks are running. But the 88 Mack is done on the road. It came out good, nice looking truck. Snow plows, I think we were safe. We put them away last Friday for the summer, for a couple months anyway. We've been inundated by garbage dumping on the township roads. Last week we had 8 barrels of used oil in one spot dumped.
Like
And
55
55-gallon drums in one spot. Cree Township had another 8 barrels dumped in this one spot. So they're starting, I don't know what the deal is or whatever, but they're going around on that. So if you see anything, just call the police on it, because they have, it's been an issue. And also tires, it's been a big issue. They've been dumping tires all over, so. That, and then last Friday, I met with Torma, went over our lost things. They wanted to go over our vehicles. Came up with one bus of the transportation wasn't on their list, so we got that put back on.
No, it's not it doesn't need to be on, it's covered by, I called them today.
Oh, okay,
It's covered by PACE.
that's why it's not on there.
Yeah, I said, I knew there had to be a reason why.
Anyway, went through all our stuff, changed a few numbers on some of the vehicles because we have them overinsured to their own, what the actual value is for it. And a couple other things on my department, we put over to functional replacement, which he suggested just something would happen that we could replace. You know, so, here's the book for files.
I have your report.
Yes, you may. Any questions?
Is there, I thought I saw PVC pole,
And we're on by you.
or whatever, is that PVC or?
That's plastic double wall culverts, yeah.
Are those in favor now?
Yes, they're DOT approved. Matter of fact, they're actually working better, especially if we have a lot of field runoff. There's the steel ones nowadays with the good steel that we have lasts only like 5 years and they rust out. So with the plastic, the only issue there was burning. People were concerned about burning, but I haven't lost one yet to burning.
Okay.
But yeah, most of the time, if we can get enough cover, if we can get a foot cover on them, we'll use plastic. If anything less than a foot, then we use steel.
Do you know of any roads you're gonna do this year? That a few people asked?
Yes, Corning Road from Stony to Cottage is going to get replaced. Ashland from Indiana Avenue, about a half mile in, is going to get replaced. That's why them two roads didn't seem very much patched. We just thrown bare minimums to keep them patched. And like I say, we were going to start grinding last week, and it was just too wet yet. We were going to come up with mud balls.
That was in the newsletter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then all the other spots, there's bad spots, we're grinding them out, digging them out, and patching them. Basically, that's what we're gonna be doing this year.
Okay, thanks, Jerry. Assessor, Carol Ann's not here. She didn't leave me a report, so, clerk.
Newsletter went out today. That is really all I have.
Okay, so thank everybody for contributing. Washington Township Planning Commission. Again, there's nothing, no news. I talked to Mike Knack, and he said there's nothing. They haven't met in quite a while. So, supervisors report. Just two things. One, we are still struggling with Abacus Rex. They're doing the payroll fine. We're getting the kinks worked out on that. The rest of the accounting, we're having. It's not a problem. It's just that Tom Brislane has been very out of town, and it's been difficult to get those two minds, Abacus's and Tom's heads together to in order to get all the coordination done. And, what I said last time that I talked to Lance he's the managing partner at Abacus Rex. Tom sent them copies or examples of all the reports that we do and that we need for every month, so that they can fashion the reports and get them back to us the same way. The biggest worry was that about the QuickBooks and whether or not their program system was going to mesh with QuickBooks. They assured us that it will, and there would be no additional charge for that input to get the QuickBooks and their programs to gel together. The last time that I sent them an email indicating my not fear, but my disappointment in the service that we're getting, and they kind of backtracked a little bit, and it almost seems that they almost want to get out of it now, out of that portion of the accounting portion of the agreements. They don't mind doing the payroll, but the accounting portion, they're just, almost seems like they're as frustrated as I am, and I don't know why, but they're kind of backpedaling a little bit. So they have the examples that Tom sent of all our reports. They're going over it, and we should hear. Tom's out of town still. When he comes back, we're going to have another conference call to see if everything is compatible and if they can still help us. If not, we're going to go out again and try a different accountant, or at least they haven't really done any accounting yet. So we may have to try again and get somebody that's more in tune with what we do. The other item was the thank you event that we had, which was April 24th. And we had 25 people.
Oh, yeah, over 30.
Over 30 people at the Township, at the community building. It was good. It was,
Yeah, it was well.
well, it's no Princess Cafe, but Jerry, you.
Sorry, I couldn't be there, but.
Well, Greg did a fine job in your place. Food was good. I think everybody had a good time, and that went well.
that is it for my report. I'm gonna do the GA report at the same time, or right now, I mean. And that is right here. Our case number 91-700 has been closed because that person is now receiving disability. Was receiving disability before, somehow got dropped from it and had problems getting back onto it. And we helped him as much as we could to get that person back onto the disability program. And that person did, and because of that, the township recouped $346 from SSI, which is Social Security income, as a reimbursement for what we paid into that case. There were no disbursements in the month of April. And that is the GA report. Next, trustees report. I know Paul's not here, Mike's not here, so that makes that short.
Recycle, just trying to keep up with the recycle. It hasn't been as bad as the one time, but Joe did mention seeing spray paint again out there, so it was a nice article that Joe put in the newsletter, but some people are still dumping stuff. But I would like to put in there that Joe Gardner and Burke Ford and Chris Condon came and helped clean up after the last windy fiasco of overflow.
Would a silt fence or something around there help?
What really gets them is when they dump it,
Oh,
because they're top dumpers. And if you watch, that's what,
All over the
when
top.
they go up over the top and we have a strong south wind.
It's a wind, that's what is the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, when the trucks are dumped, not the people.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's when it gets the worst.
Vintage is making some sample signs. They're gonna send them over when they get them made to see what we think about them. They're gonna make a couple signs for it. I told her all the ones we wanted, but I'm not sure what they're all gonna come up with. They said they'd pick up that cost, so before we go to the county for additional, we'll see what they come up with first. So, yeah.
okay. Oh,
You got any way to hang signs, you got any poles?
You know,
What kind of, no longer using the road?
And then I'm sure there are metal signs of this, right?
Well, puts them on the actual container, electronics only, and one like in the driveway, aero electronics, and then recycle only. So I'm gonna see, I told her what we all were looking for, so it's just depending on what they actually come up with. So she said she'd get those to me when they're, now, is it gonna be completely sufficient? I don't know. Probably not, but we'll see what they're willing to donate, so.
What about signs for the big dumpsters, you know, just no
I
garbage?
told her all of them, so I was just curious to see what they
Oh, I
actually
see.
come up with. So
So
what they don't, then
possibly-
we'll go back to the county and see what they have. I think she said $500 worth.
Mhm.
seems like the electronics are really on top of it now. I don't know if you are or something, I mean,
Oh,
it's
I'm-
nice, I mean, they're getting
Keep them
dumped
inside.
regular.
Yeah, well, I keep calling her, so just,
Oh, because they're doing a good job, I mean, I think the drivers like it too, because they're not,
it's not in the way out here
yeah.
anymore. Yeah, many times come in and shove them in on Saturday, but once it's that full, it's enough. I know Teresa came, see how many trucks they come with, one or two, but I tell the lady, when the guy loads up, if there's another truck works on another truck. So they just keep. She said today someone dropped, was it today or yesterday?
It was Friday, a gentleman came in and he asked where the electronics was, and I told him. He said, yeah, New Lenox sent me here, I'm from Iroquois County. He goes, I said, you don't have that in Iroquois County? He goes, yeah, but I gotta get my truck emptied now. I'm like, okay, how many TVs do you have? 35. I'm like, well, you know what, do not fill up, you know, because we just had it empty 2 days ago. I said, please don't put all 35 if there isn't room for it.
So roll through on Wednesdays and Saturdays and see what puts out of hand. Like that kind of stuff, more than one or two, and it's full,
Yeah.
especially on big monsters.
Well, yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, somebody's coming with a 52 and a 32 inch.
I know the school district, and we were talking, hopefully by fall or whatever, we want to get some kind of fence or a gate up. We're getting a lot of traffic that's taken up, and, you know, when they dump off recycling, they take off and go around the building. And buses are concerned about when they're backing out you know, and us backing out of shit. I mean, you know, we're careful, but, you know, they're flying by and they have no idea that there's people backing, so we're talking about putting some kind of gate up
Yield
there.
sign or something?
No, a gate.
Oh, a gate.
they can't get around. You know, because they drive,
Oh,
what they do is they drive all the way around, then they dump in our dumpster backyard too. Which I don't, you know,
Well,
yeah,
it's better than
mine,
along
but-
the road, but
Yeah, yeah.
if people get accustomed to it, then
Yeah.
they'll fill it up, yeah.
Okay, Ted, you have anything?
Just comment on the appreciation dinner, I thought it went really well. It was neat to see the different groups, different departments, if you will, kind of discussing, talking, and, you know, sharing ideas and stuff. Overall, I thought it went over real well, and look forward to doing it next year.
Okay, good. Transportation.
I gave you both the March and the April reports. What you can see is we went up about 90 rides from March to April.
Right, so March was 560 total rides. April,
600.
650 total rides.
We're
Appreciate that.
probably gonna see a little bit of a drop coming up because Prairie State, they get out of classes in about 2 weeks, so that'll be a couple people dropping off. They might pick up more work hour shifts that they might still get some rides, but it'll drop a little bit.
Okay. How did our rides drop, actually? From March to April, our ridership dropped by 7. Just a coincidence?
I think it's just a coincidence.
Okay. Okay. Old business. Tentative approval of 2014-15 budget.
The only thing I can tell you guys is that we got the $15,000 bill from Legacy, which is basically a carryover expense from last year. And we weren't sure when we did the budget last month exactly what to put in there. What did we put in? We put in $4,000 for auditors. So Jerry, you put 8 in your budget, correct? So we may need to jump that by 4,000.
What item are you looking at?
530 on first, that'd be the second page.
So it's-
Under contractual services, auditors fees.
How is that divided, just by how many
I
accounts?
sent Tom an email and asked him how that is split amongst the entities. He hasn't got back to me yet because he's been out of town, so we haven't been able to talk a lot in the last
Okay.
week. But he's been really, really helpful whenever I have a question, he gets right back to me. It's like he's never left, it's awesome. Other than that, the insurance fund transfers in there as well, because last year's insurance didn't get moved, it got moved this week, or I guess this month. So, that's the only thing that you guys want to give me a number and whatever else you want to do.
A number for what, the auditor one?
Yeah, I mean, is it 8,000, it's 16,000, 15,000, Jerry put in 8, I don't know if you guys want to put in 8 or 75, or, I don't know what the split is.
Mine should only, I mean, I only have 2 accounts, but I don't know how much.
Well, the community building gets that too, right? Aren't they in here as well?
I mean, I just put enough in there that,
So we should probably
with
put,
your email, that's why I upped it.
yeah,
I
we should
had it
probably,
at 3.
we should probably put 75 in there anyway, and at least we'll have enough to cover.
And that would be a total of, what would that be a total of?
That would be, well, it's actually, with him and us together, it'd be, 15.5. So it would cover it between the two, but the community building has to pay their share, but again, Tom hasn't got back to me to what, and that's what we need to know. We need to know what that split is between those 3 entities when we have.
I thought that audit was 20,000.
Well, we paid for some of it last year,
Oh, okay.
so that's why I say this is 15,000 carryover, because it wasn't
We
done.
can go off a bid for that, right?
You put next,
And just to
4 years.
see, I mean, that's just so
So
much
it's every
money,
4
just to
years.
see how much it is.
Yeah, it's every 4 years.
Yeah, I know, but still. Just to see how much, what other prices are.
You know, why not get a bid?
Right, right.
But you need extra in just to cover this last one, right?
Yeah, so I
Yes.
just, I can just change it to 75, and I have to have this available for the public tomorrow, so I'll shoot Teresa a copy of it tonight when I get back home, so she's got a copy she can print off and have it on display for both the road and bridge, which Jerry's got done, and then this budget as well.
Okay.
if that's the only change, then just tentative approval, just propose.
When you say tentative approval?
Yeah, just tentative approval.
Because we have to publish it
Yeah,
for 30 days,
yeah.
and then we approve it next.
It would be at the, yeah, Mike's actually gonna change the meeting date to
Right,
the
to the
7th.
second, is it second?
The 7th,
To the
Seventh.
to the 7th.
You
from
got
the
the
se-
second on here.
It
Well,
was originally.
it was the 2nd, but you have to make that call tonight to the,
Is it, it's the seventh
it's
Monday,
a,
or
yeah,
Tuesday, Monday?
it's Monday, so it'll be the 5th actually.
Fifth.
It's the 5th. So you do the, we'll have the change of money meeting to the 5th and have the budget hearings the same, prior to the meeting at 6:30 and 6:45, which we've always done in the past. And it gives us the 30 days we need.
Okay. So we need a motion for tentative
Yeah,
approval.
just tentative approval.
Someone-
That's all.
Ted, you second? Okay. Any discussion?
Kevin?
Yep.
Ted?
Yeah.
Mike?
Yes. Okay, new business. Number one, we're gonna skip. That's the township, planning commission recommendations. Number two, approval, consideration and approval to upgrade website per webfoot proposal 10115.
Yeah, that goes back to, I got a phone call from somebody who tried to log on and they got a spam warning from our website. When I talked to Webfoot about it, we're on a very old platform, which is difficult for them to monitor all of the attacks that go on during the course of any given day. And so they, for, I think it was 13, hold here, Mike. For $1,300, they will move it to a brand new, it's called a CMS platform. It will be basically, they'll also do a mobile version as well. It's got a lot more protection, it's got constant monitoring for attention, for hackers and things of that nature. And then I'll get to go down to Webfoot and they'll train me on how to update things, and things that we've been paying for, I'll be able to do, like loading minutes and stuff like that. So we're gonna save those fees on a monthly basis, which is 25 to 50 bucks. But that's 600 bucks a year, so basically in essence, this is gonna cost us about 600 bucks.
What did it cost before?
Well,
Initially?
when we set up the website, it was probably $3,000 or $4,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's been, I don't know, like, it could be 5 years.
Plus, so then every time you updated it, it was another 50 or 60 bucks.
Yeah, every time, it's 25 to 50 bucks every time. I would send them this up and say, please update, and sometimes I would hold off for 2 months, because it doesn't take them long to do
Yeah.
it, so I would send it 2 months, but I'd like to get more timely.
Sure.
Was it? So I mean, like tonight, I copied minutes from the last 2 meetings, and I'll send them to them before the end of the week and ask for an update, so, probably needs to be done.
And how many hits did we get on that, 2,000?
I'd have to look, a lot, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of, there are statistics that go along with it. There's a lot of hits because of people that just put in Washington Township and things like that. But the actual number of people that go on, it'll tell you how many people that go on the site, how long they're on the site, what pages they look at. And I can provide that information at the next meeting.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that, I mean, if you ever got spammed on something, then
Is
it's the
your,
worst.
your email, if I, for a while, this last week, if I send attachments, it would bring them back to me faster than.
I know, my home email.
No,
Oh, my township email.
Your township.
I asked him to look at that too. I sent them, in fact, when it came back to me, because I tried to send something to you that bounced back, I forwarded the whole thing to Webfoot and said, what's going on here? And I think it's because of this whole platform issue, they need to get it cleaned up.
because I mean, and it seemed like, because I always put your personal one and the township, and your personal one always went through the township.
Yeah, and I don't like to use my, and I haven't been, but I did for this meeting, I sent you guys the minutes and the agendas. Otherwise, I don't use my personal address for anything township related, but I couldn't get it to go through this month, so I had to. So I'm hoping that's fixed by the next meeting. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna get FOIA'd on my home address, because I don't use it anymore, I just don't wanna have to deal with it.
Do you need
Okay.
a motion to?
Yes, we do.
I'd motion we approve the upgrade website for proposal number 10115.
One second.
Any discussion? And this would happen just like right away?
Yeah, I think they need, Teresa, I think they need 50% down, yeah, terms 50/50, so I'll give you a copy of this, and then you can send them a check.
I think we budgeted this already.
We did,
Yeah.
yeah, we put it in, we put it. and you'll need to sign it. Okay, you asked for discussion already, right?
Yes.
Okay, Ted?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes. Okay, next one is approval, consideration and approval to purchase an AED defibrillator for the Washington Township Center. So, you know, it's an automated electronic defibrillator, hangs on the wall. Since we have public here, probably a good idea, but this means that whoever is here, either trustees or someone that's like the Phoenix guy, should actually know CPR too. You can't just have the key.
If I remember right, you had to know how to use it though, right? Or is it?
It's self-explanatory, it kind of just talks to you. pretty much.
Tab
You
A,
don't-
tab B, slot A, tab.
Yeah,
You don't need special training to use it, they recommend it, but it's not mandatory.
for that, for this, the AED.
Yeah.
But in conjunction with that,
See it.
CPR would be the next thing. So if we approve this, which I think is a good idea to have, then we're also going to all take a CPR class,
I know,
right?
I know a guy that can teach it.
Okay,
Me,
you?
yeah, I'm certified.
Certified.
Okay, there you go, that's perfect. And it's good to know that anyways, CPR.
Because they changed it, right? It's never,
It's different.
it used to be this way, now you don't.
I think you can do it in 4 hours with AED and CPR for the public.
And the community building does not have one. We didn't budget for that one, and that budget should probably come out of their treasure, their account anyways, but that would be the next logical step, would have one for them. And that is between, it was, I think $12 to $1,400, I think, or $12 to $1,600 that we also budgeted to have.
Did we get a quote on one?
It's a range. We didn't have it nailed down, but it's the range from it's the AED warehouse or something like that, that we can get. You've seen it, the yellow sticks on the wall. Pretty sure we had it.
Yeah, I put $3,500
Oh,
in for equipment,
Oh, okay,
because I didn't know how else to justify
Okay.
with equipment, so, yeah, there was $3,500.
yeah, but it should be much less than that, it should be half than that.
And the other $1,200 was for computers,
Okay.
so that's
the
basically.
next one.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
was
next
basically
item.
what the equipment I
Okay,
had
good.
before.
Good, good.
So can we actually vote on this without telling the exact cost, or do we have to?
You can do it not to exceed, not to exceed $2,000 or something like that.
Just a suggestion, get a Zoll,
Zoll?
yeah. They're number one. I mean, they're, most of them that are in the public right now are Zolls.
Okay. I can't remember the information that I had on it. It probably was a
Yellow-
Zoll.
A yellowish green one, I mean, it's.
I got it from the nurse at the school, so.
Yeah.
So Ted, we have to wait till your arm gets healed, or else you have to do one arm compressions, which might kill somebody.
64, so we could
Considering I'm probably gonna use it more than anybody else.
I don't have it. It's not with me.
So we need a motion if you guys want to get this.
Go ahead. All right, well, so, I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of a AED defibrillator and not to exceed, $2,000.
Any discussion? No? Okay.
Ted?
Yep.
Kevin?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes. Okay, the next item is consideration and approval to purchase new computers for office. And that is a desktop and it's a laptop also. I think the prices that we got were for Dell computers.
Yeah, there's the quote from.
And one was $499, and that was the laptop. And the other one was $650-ish desktop that
And that's-
replaced this.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, this is that Windows XP, which is no longer going to be serviced. Plus, it's about, I don't know, this thing's like 9 years old. It's starting to.
You have to wind that one up.
Yeah, you have to crank it. I think it's still got a 3.5-inch floppy on it.
And we also need to get a Windows, not Windows, we need Windows 7, yes, but we also have to get another program with it. It doesn't come with. Do you remember what it was, Teresa?
Office.
The
Office, yes. Office Professional, I think. So that we can write letters and stuff like that. And then, so that would be the balance of the budgeted equipment amount. So we had 3,500 in there. Not the, so that we have, see, this is 750 and 500 is 1,250. So it's within the budget that we had.
So 1,500 can cover it with program and then,
Should be
1,500,
close, yeah.
yeah, close.
we need it, yeah. Make the motion, we approve it.
Did you make a motion?
Yep.
Okay, second?
Sure.
Discussion?
Kevin?
Yes.
No discussion.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Ted?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes. Okay, next item 5, set time and date for town account budget hearings.
Yeah.
So we're looking at
6:45 for the town.
June 5th at 6:45 PM for the town account budget hearings. Good, vote again? I guess we did. So I have a motion to
Approve the time?
time and the date.
Okay. Also move then, so we do the budget, it's June the 5th, 6:45 PM.
Okay, second?
Sorry.
Discussion? No discussion.
Kevin?
Yes.
Ted?
Yeah.
Mike?
Yes. Next item is to set time and date for road and bridge budget hearings. For
6:30?
Commissioner Meyer,
6:33?
Yes, that'd be fine.
6:30 on the 5th. Is there a motion for, is that the motion?
Or do you have it?
I don't do that.
Did you guys approve that?
Yes, so that's the motion is 6:30 on the 5th. Second, somebody. 6:30 on the 5th.
Make a motion to have the road and bridge budget hearing, June 5th, 6:30 PM.
Second. 10 seconds. Discussion? No discussion?
Kevin?
Yes.
Ted?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, one. So this is gonna change here, right? You wanted it at 6:30?
Yeah, but this is the township, and that is what it says, it's gonna be approved at the meeting on the 7th.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
and
got
that's
you.
it.
So we have 3, yeah, we gotta have, so now we need one for the regular meeting.
No, that's
Right.
right, you call that, you can make that change.
Yeah, we're gonna make that the
Yeah.
5th, also at 7 o'clock. So we'll have 3 meetings in a row. 6:30, 6:45, and then the typical 7 o'clock meeting.
So basically, what
Yeah.
we're just doing is change the meeting date to June 5th.
So, it's not on here, is, new business is carpet for this room. Over there, we're looking at carpet squares. Those large squares over there are from no, exclusive interiors from at DeAndre. Those are some sample colors and styles. And then we also have some samples here from Beecher Floor Coverings. Kathy's still, she's still here. You want to show us what you were thinking? Or just, yours are much smaller.
What were you thinking?
You just explain what, are they squares also?
Well, I brought a card, there's 8 carpet squares to choose from. I can get bigger samples if you need them. And then I brought 3 samples of broadloom, yard goods, like what you have down. And then different prices of them.
All high traffic stuff?
Definitely, yeah, nylon.
I think I saw a proposal here from you
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Now, Ed did not give us a proposal yet because he says it depends on which style and which color, not color so much, but which style we go with. Then he'll put together the proposal. So I don't really wanna look at your, I mean, I'll look at it, but I'm not gonna share it with your proposal yet until we get Ed's.
Do you want me to leave these though?
But can you, because
Yeah.
somebody has to pick some range. We don't have to do that today, but I'm just saying we have carpet samples here.
Well, what kind of characteristics are we looking at? I mean, more
Pardon?
characteristics are, is it thicker, more ounces per, what, per?
The carpet weights are all listed on the samples, but they're roughly 26 ounce for commercial carpet, and they're all nylons, so
What is this?
that's a nylon.
Okay, so it's very similar to the.
Yeah, and yeah, I would stick with nylon, because that'll wear the best for you.
And your tiles also, right? Okay.
That would prevent like that seamless.
Well, we can replace it if it gets like that. That was the idea.
Yeah, the carpet tiles you can take up and power wash if you want to, and hang them up to dry. And then you'll also have extra if you can't get the stain out to replace them.
Are they loose laid, or how they installed?
I figured the tack tiles where it's just the four corners are stuck like what you used, and so they're easy to remove,
Mhm.
take out.
Replace, clean,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
You know anybody's done it in a exercise studio with carpet top squares? Have you ever heard?
Not personally, but I know they put the interface carpet tiles in O'Hare Airport in a certain area. I don't know what area, but so, good quality.
So are those samples right there the same as what, are those?
Those are the carpet tiles,
Oh,
which
those are
would be
tiles.
like, they're 20 inch by 20 inch.
Okay, then what are those?
These are broadloom, which is
Which
the
is
yard
yards.
goods. Yeah,
Which I think we should try to
You
stay
don't-
away from.
you don't want those?
Don't you think?
Oh, that's regular.
That's just regular yards, yeah. Well,
Those are
those are
squares.
tiles. Those colors are tiles.
Yeah, it seems that we're going tile, decent, whatever.
And they're big ones like that, 24 by 24
I think they're 20 by 20.
or 20 by 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you need bigger samples, if there's a color you like, I can get bigger samples.
Yeah, these are 19.69 by 2020.
Okay, so we'll look at that over the next
I'll get these.
few weeks.
What would you recommend? You're in the, if this was your room and stuff, being in this industry, would you go to the squares or the,
Carpet squares,
okay, I mean,
that's what's selling now commercially,
okay.
yeah. If it's in your budget, yeah, I'd go with carpet
Well,
squares.
it's a little more
It's a little
expensive.
bit more, but it's worth it because, you know,
You
they're
don't
easy to
replace the
clean
whole
and.
thing.
But you can clean it in place too,
Oh,
right?
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
We don't have to take them up to clean them.
Right.
She's talking about a major stain, you
Right.
want to pull one out and take it outside
They can be power washed and.
If necessary.
And your proposal has several different quality levels, or?
You know, I just did the one quality, they have a lot more to choose from, but I did the best priced one. If you wanna see more, I can bring the whole book up
More what? More colors, or more
here.
style?
More qualities, more styles,
Oh,
different patterns.
Is this a mid-quality, high-quality, what is this?
Which one?
The carpet squares that you have here,
here.
would you
Oh,
say?
those are probably mid-quality,
Mid-quality.
yeah. I don't know what these are.
Okay, so,
We leave that here, you don't take it.
You can keep that if you wanna look at it.
yeah, we're gonna, we have to
you know,
mold it over.
doing the dirt, the shop out there, dirt floor, isn't it?
Seen the floor?
Okay, any other new business? Anyone? No? No? About to pay some bills here.
I have there is an insurance fund bill this month for the allied benefits for the general assistance, catastrophic insurance. $2260. That's the bill, and there's a sheet. So there's an additional bill that needs to be approved this
Okay.
month over and above road and bridge and town.
So we start on.
Yeah. I've got it.
We're looking at town account first?
Whatever you want to do. Don't forget to get the other one over too. So,
This one.
yeah.
Which one we
So
doing?
this one is this from the town account?
This is the insurance fund.
Is that on? No.
No.
So that we have to add this to this?
No,
number?
it's a separate fund. It
Oh,
was
okay.
paid out of this account.
Okay.
Originally, it was on the report for town account, but it was voided.
Okay.
Why are there two Verizon, one is transportation, one is, why? And why are there two items for abacus?
They pay every 2 weeks.
Those are payroll.
Payroll.
That's bi-weekly.
That's the same with
So
town.
one, we had
Yeah.
a pay week of $900 and one of $5,000.
Yeah, I don't recall what it was. It's,
That was a, can't remember why that was 9,000 or 900.
Same thing with transportation. I mean, $6,000 difference. We're just late in the,
I'm not quite sure how exactly I put that. I have a couple of those here. But
well, everybody's paid.
yes,
Nobody, we're in compliance with that.
One nice thing about Abacus, I mean, since we've been with them, my guy, I mean, they're always on call, pay, the stubs and, but I don't know how it comes across with your guys, I mean.
Oh, you know what it was? It's because of, the higher amount is because of the clerk and, who gets paid once a month,
and you,
and me.
yeah.
Right, that's what that is.
And Teresa, half Teresa's
Yeah.
payrolls and salaries, and town would have, did the,
So they're trying to do more transactions on that day of the month.
Yes, right. Yeah, towards the end of the month for the, yeah, for the beginning of the month.
It's the same day, 4/22.
Right.
yep, that's what it is.
So that one outstanding invoice, is that town or is that,
It's gonna be separate.
It's the insurance fund.
we're looking at completely separate?
Yeah, you have to have a motion to approve the insurance fund.
Well, so if we do
And
town,
that's,
Separate account.
that's usually once or twice, you know, well, I guess
Right.
Torma bill just came in, so next month there'll be another insurance fund, and then you won't see another insurance fund check for basically 6 months or a year.
so I make a motion to approve the town account for the bills presented in May 5th for a total of $54,716.56.
And second.
Any discussion? No?
Ted,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Mike?
Yes? Want to do the separate one next?
Yeah, well,
Everyone didn't see that.
The insurance fund, I make a motion that we approve the insurance fund, is it semi-annually, what is this?
Annual.
Annual, bill for the amount of $2,260.
Second. Discussion? No?
Ted,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Mike?
Yes. So the next one is the Jordan Bridge. Jerry, what's the salt spreaders from Will Township? You can borrow one? Or you-
No, we bought them off of eBay, some stainless steel spreaders, and we bought 4 of them. He bought 2 and we bought 2. Saved about $1,000 a piece on them, brand new. So he bought them.
Oh, and then you reversed it?
Yeah, I just
got you.
reversed it.
For the big trucks or pickup truck or?
Big truck.
The big truck.
Yeah, you couldn't touch stainless steel. We called our distributor on them, and he says if you could have any more, he was gonna buy them.
And you bought 2
Yeah. For 2 Big Macs.
for the max.
Yeah, they're drop boxes in the back. They're not big boxes.
You got them already? Or no, did you get them already?
Yeah, no, we got them. We got them 2 months ago. We didn't put them on for this winter, we had the old ones yet.
A motion?
Yeah, so moved, pay the bills for the road and bridge, total of $42,629.35.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? No.
Kevin,
Yes.
Ted,
Yes.
Mike?
Yep. So, movie night, May 21st.
Yep.
Movie is
Saving Mr. Banks.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yeah.
Love Tom Hanks.
I like last one.
And the prom is the 23rd.
Yeah, and I'll get something in next week's paper. I'm working on that already.
Anything else? Anyone? No? Okay, so, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Yeah. Opposed? Everybody say opposed?
No, no one opposed.
Yeah, what I got, 750? 750 PM. Everybody signed all these documents? Ted, did you sign? You know, town account and, no, you signed.
Hey, you were. Last
Oh,
month.
that's right, so I want.
You missed the April 8th, you weren't here for April, that was not your reading, that was already.
Okay.
You're keeping these, right?
I am. For anybody who wants to confirm.
Oh, I didn't have to?
No,
I
I
had to
mean,
dig it out of the file.
I can now file it for you.
Okay.
You want to have it?
Go 17th and
You.
Sunday with reporters from home, Monday, Sunday night. And she and her boyfriend leave for South Carolina on Tuesday.
Teresa, are you calling those guys and telling them that for Jeff to pick up the, about point?
Hey, good, I sent you an email today, so
Uh,
should I send it to your other one? You think you